What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on what, but hope it's awesome. And yes, we are back at it today with some more crypto content, some more crypto news, XRP, Bitcoin, you name it, HBAR. We'll go down the list of them. We'll talk about them all. But as you guys know, the markets are a bit down right now. They are looking a little bit rough. Uh, Something that we actually anticipated. I think we talked about this to death. Honestly, for the last week and maybe even the week before, we talked about what the market could bring this week. We talked about it being in the red. We talked about 2 weeks going into January, it taking a dip. So I think we actually talked this into some kind of existence here. The question was, will history repeat itself? And so far, that is true. So far, history is repeating itself. Now the question is, how far will it actually repeat itself in terms of dipping in the market? As you guys know, previously, the markets have been anywhere from about a 25% to a 30% decrease from its all-time high during that run. So right now, obviously, you can see that Bitcoin actually went down to 89,000. You can see that XRP went down to 32,000, or sorry, it went down to $2.32 today. HBAR went down below 25. I mean, so a lot of these things actually hit a lot of the markers that we talked about. XRP is sitting around the 245, of which we talked about previously. And a lot of us here are making really, really good money on these swing trades. I'm actually thankful for everyone hitting me up in the DMs on Discord saying how much they've actually made some pretty good profits off of some of these swing trades. And I couldn't be happier for you guys for all that. I think that's fantastic. And, even myself made a nice little swing trade yesterday, and we're sitting here looking pretty. I mean, very, very happy with where it's at. So with all that, before I jump into it, I want to say what's up to everyone in the chat here. You guys are chatting up the chat big time here. So if I miss some of you guys, as always, I'm so sorry. Big Watch Dude, Intrigue, good to see you guys. Auto Pops, we got Billion right here. What's going on? What's going on? We got Tony in the house here. Seiko, what's up, Seiko? Hope all is well, buddy. Caesar, good to see you, bud. Yeah, Patrick. Viet, what's up, buddy? Good to see Viet. Billion right. Papa Don. Yeah, you guys are great, man. Thanks for being here. Starseed, what's going on, dude? Yeah, Graham, what's going on? All right, let's jump into this. We got a busy, busy day ahead of us here. So a lot of questions are out here with Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin, like I said, dropped down to 89,000. 89,355 is sort of where it dropped down to. The market is looking definitely not the greatest in terms of where we're at. But I think, again, we anticipated this. You can even see where the RSIs are right now, where Bitcoin's at. It's trying to peel back right now. The 4-hour chart's looking pretty good from a Bitcoin standpoint. Again, overall, the cryptocurrency market's down 4.3%. You can see right here, I put out this tweet today. Good thing I'm diversified. Thankfully, we're all diversified right now, guys. It's looking really good. Hopefully, you diversified a little bit more here. Maybe you got into some other of these green cryptos. There's only 8 of them out here. So obviously joking with that, but it's pretty funny. But you can see right here that over $420 million has been liquidated in the last 12 hours, which is pretty damn crazy when you think about it. Again, liquidations in the market's never good. So yeah, what's up, Paradise? Good to see you. Frank, Gabriel, good to see you guys. Vapehub, we got Jam in the house here. Route 66, Bradley, Crypto Scrooge, good to see you guys. Skidmark, what's up, man? Yeah, can we also check out Sui? Yeah, we can check out Sui later today. Yeah, for sure. Let's jump into some news here. So as you guys can see right here, Bitcoin plunges below 91K, 500 million. This is the lowest it's been since November. I did want to point out on this chart again, you can see right here, we talked about this yesterday, we are creating new lows. So that is something to consider here. We went up, we created this high right here. This high was roughly about 108. We came down, created a new low right here, and then we came back up, created a lower high. Now we've created a lower low. So again, this is not the greatest when you want to look at it, in terms of this is actually now, we are now 100% descending on price right now, which is okay. We know that we have a nice little treat for us coming up here on January 20th that we hope will do really, really well. Again, looking at the week chart here, you can see we're going into the second week of this December, of just January of this year, and we're already down roughly about 12%. If we go to the top up here down, we're roughly around 17%. So again, you could take it from two ways here. You could actually take it from the last 2 days or from the whole cycle here. If we're saying that the average is going to be about 25 to 35%, 81 is around 24, And if we can take it around to 30%, that's around 73. So I split this and actually put it at 80. I moved it up a little bit today to 81. So we'll see how this actually plays out. We'll see if it continues down. The 1 week chart's actually on its way down. Usually you can see right here that it does come all the way down and actually hit. So every time the week comes down, we at least hit the 20 marker right here. So we're going to see if this week actually comes down here and hits this 20 to bounce back up. I mean, that's kind of the trend that we're seeing right here on the weekly. You look on the day chart right now, we are sort of hitting around here. Usually when we go down below the 20 for Bitcoin, we can see us come back up and sort of play around down here for a couple days, which is fine by me. We can play a couple days down here knowing that the 20th is right around the corner. The 12 hours also doing the same thing right here. So we'll see what this does. It could do something like what we see over here. Again, something like this maybe where we come up and come down. We'll have to keep playing these out here to see where it goes. But, you know, it's definitely looking pretty different. I think we anticipated this. One other thing I wanted to point out here on the 4 hour, as we guys talked before, we had the 50 EMA actually cross over the 200 EMA, and now we actually have the 100 passing over the 200. And again, that's not always the greatest when you start to look at it from that standpoint. So there are a couple things out here. I wanted to show, where is it going? Right here. So this is called the bullish cross right here. When you have the when you actually have the 100 crossover and cross back over the 200 here. So you can see right here, if we go back, and this is on the actual week chart here. I was looking at it from the 4 hour chart. If we go to the week chart right here, this is what they're talking about here, is that these crosses are happening. Let's go back. It's actually let's go to the 4 hour here. You can see that this is where the decline happened right here. Right here, last time these things touched was way back when. We're talking back over here. We had a nice little decline when these things actually crossed over right here. So this is one of the first times that the 50 has crossed over the 2. It tried to bounce back. It's trying to bounce back, and it got rejected up here at the 97 again, coming back down. So, you know, we could see some more trends down over the next, 3-4 days, which again isn't bad when you're like really thinking about it. So, you know, that's some positive stuff. If you're looking to get in at a lower price, what do you use to give you that distribution map? Oh, you're talking about this one right here. I go to coin360.com. So again, you can filter it. So you just go to coin360.com and it gives you everything you'd like. Here, I'll put it in the chat down below. You guys can click on it if you like. But yeah, this gives you everything you'd like. Here, I'll put it in the chat right there. What's diversified? Austin, you're not on TikTok anymore. Anthony Hawkins, I keep getting rejected over there. So I kept getting my channel flagged. So I just said, you know what? I'll go over there. I'll put some content out, but for the most part, I'll probably just stay over here for now until maybe TikTok gets their stuff together. So Big Watch needs a promotion, Austin. He's doing a great job. Yeah, Big Watch has been killing it, dude. You guys all been doing great. And yeah, Big Watch has been holding it down for sure. Making a comeback. Yeah, I think a big trap for the whales to stack. Yeah, there's probably going to be a little bit of a trap here. So Austin TikTok put a ban. They didn't put a ban on me. They just kept flagging the channel. I kept having to fight it. So it's kind of like crap, man. Wild Dog, thanks so much for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. Welcome to the A team. Hope everyone welcomes you here, Wild Dog. Finally I know you were trying to get this through yesterday, so glad to see you finally joined today. Love your content, but what are you expecting to happen on the 20th that will change this momentum? You think Trump will focus any of his attention on crypto? Yeah, I think that, yeah. Justin Levy, I think that this is the first time in history that we'll have a administration that is extremely pro crypto. Even when Trump was in office last time, he was not pro crypto. I mean, he didn't talk negatively about it, but he wasn't pro crypto. This is the first time that we're going to have an administration that has actually talked positively about crypto and wanting to make an exchange right here. And this is what I'm talking about. New move from U.S. President-elect Donald Trump said he will establish a crypto advisory council. Here are the council members. And so again, we talked about this and we talked about why this is important. So, I mean, having a crypto advisory council means that they're going to try to do the best things. They're going to put in, rules and regulations. They're going to put in a roadmap and they're going to put guardrails on crypto. And the guardrails on crypto will actually help the cryptocurrency world get bigger. If we don't have guardrails, we'll just continue to be in the Wild Wild West. And when we're in the Wild Wild West, people get scammed. Things are crazy. People can do whatever they want without recourse. And that's why people will continue to not invest their money in this sector, because they don't want to lose their money. So again, if you start to put guardrails up and allow people to invest in this with security, then you're protecting investors' monies, you're protecting investors' funds. And by doing that, it's going to open up the door to allow more people to invest retirements and stuff into this space. So that's what we want. We want people to actually start treating some of these cryptocurrencies, these commodities that we have, and these businesses that are utilizing these things as sort of an investment type. And until you have those guardrails in place, we're going to just continue to do what we're doing here. We'll be a $3 trillion, anywhere from a $1 to $3 trillion, sector, and that'll be it. You know what I mean? We won't probably grow anymore. And so I think this is great. I think this is actually really, really good for us. And I'm kind of excited for when Trump comes into office, because I do think that he's going to put crypto first in a lot of places. And that's because, again, crypto is the future for technology. We know that blockchain technology is some of the best technology out there. We know that it's fast. We know that it's secure. And I just think that it's honestly, I couldn't wait for this to come faster, dude. So January 20th is going to be the day where I think a lot of people, have a different perspective when it comes to crypto. So you already saw when the ETFs came out with Bitcoin, that's the fastest growing ETF in the history of ETFs. So you can't tell me that people out there are not wanting to put their money in a high risk, high reward scenario. And plus, you got a lot of people that are coming up in the space. You got the millennials coming up, like my generation coming up. I think we're a risky bunch when it comes to investment. A lot of us want to retire at the age of 50, not 65. And so when we see opportunities where we can put our money into something that has higher value, obviously we're going to do it. Why did I completely divest my 401k and put it into crypto? Because I saw an opportunity in crypto. Again, I'm not advising anyone to do that. That's up to you to decide. But for me personally, I took my money out, I put it into crypto, and so far it's paid off tenfold. I would never put my money back in a 401k ever again. The only thing I'd probably put my money back in for my kids is probably like a Roth IRA for them to, for me to accumulate for them down the road for, their generational wealth and stuff like that. That's probably the only thing I would do, because again, it's not tax coming out of it, and it rolls over to family. So that's probably the only thing I would do. And you can only stick like $6,000 a year in there anyway. So yeah, outside of that, I mean, the 401ks are kind of a joke to me now. I kind of laugh at them because I think cryptocurrency has changed the game for me. Gabe, to January 20th price prediction. I don't think, I do think that in the Q1 here, I do think that we're going to go, I do think that XRP is going to definitely hit 100% up. That's the title of this video. That's what's on my thumbnail. Is I do see us going from right now we're sitting at 250. I could see us definitely getting to a $5 XRP Q1 of this year. I think Trump getting in office, I think by Q1 we'll probably have some sort of guardrails in place, at least some legislation out there talking about crypto and things that can make it better. Imagine if they come out and they say that there's going to be no capital gains on crypto. You don't think people are going to come over and put all their money in crypto knowing that they're not going to get any capital gains? If that actually happens, if Trump comes out here and says no capital gains tax on crypto, I guarantee you people will actually take money off of the exchanges and move it over into a Bitcoin ETF, an Ethereum ETF, a Solana ETF, an XRP ETF, any of that kind of stuff. The cryptocurrency market is going to blow up if they take capital gains tax off of crypto. So just think about how big that would be for crypto. It'd be nuts. It would be absolutely nuts. So if that does happen, I don't know what I'll see. I mean, we could be well above the $5 on just XRP, but we'll see the market. We'll definitely see anywhere from a $6 to $9 trillion market cap, probably by going into end of Q2 easily because of that. So we'll see how this all transpires. You know what I mean? We'll see how much of an emphasis he puts on this right when he comes out of office. I mean, there's a lot of things he's got to get done right out the gate. We all know that. I mean, he's already came out and promised a bunch of stuff. We'll see how fast he makes it come to fruition. But I do think that Trump's going to do something for crypto. And I think I'm not the only one that feels that way. So yeah, thanks so much for the $2, Gabe. Appreciate that, man. I think if Trump mentions XRP, things are going to do great. Yeah. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you, Dangerous Dave. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys being here. Austin, are you still bullish on HBAR? Oh, absolutely, Miguel. HBAR is kind of like my, I mean, we've been talking about HBAR for quite a while now. And HBAR is primed and ready, dude. Look at the 4-hour chart. Even if we come up a little bit and come back down, I'm okay with that. The 12 hours working its way down. The day chart's working its way down. And the weekly chart is working its way down. So, again, it's okay if this actually works its way down through the week down to here, knowing that maybe we get down to this 20 marker and work our way back up. that would be actually pretty good. You can see right here, we talk about the 2 weeks. HBAR is one of those. XRP is actually an anomaly. You can see the first week, this thing was super resilient going into the first week of January, going all the way up here back to 260, doing really, really well. But I mean, you look at a lot of these other charts, the first 2 weeks were in the red. XLM, right? First 2 weeks were in the red. Everything is the first 2 weeks being in the red. Everything down the line. XRP was the only thing that showed massive resilience through this whole thing, which was kind of wild to see. This was typically, I mean, history's shown that this was red, but XRP actually broke from that. So kudos to XRP, but Bitcoin's still red. Ethereum 2 weeks in the red. You can see right here, look at this fair value gap. I mean, XRP is probably going to come down. It started to fill right here at the 2.9. This thing actually could come back down here to the 2.8, maybe even come down here to the 2.7, 2,700 range. You can see right here on the weekly chart, still working down. I think we have a lot of room. You can see we typically, when we get down here, we could bounce back, but we're not on a green candle to see that. So when you're starting to look at this, last time it sort of came down halfway and bounced back was right here, but we're on an actual, a really red day right here. So, I mean, we could see something like this maybe, but you had 2 weeks in the red and we bounced back. So that's another good thing right here, is that we could actually have 2 weeks and bounce back right here. So that's a good sign. So if that's where we're at, maybe we bounce back this next week. It comes down a little bit further and we bounce back. We drop down to 30. Right now we're sitting around 42. So yeah, we still have some more room with Ethereum to fall off. It will be very interesting to see how this plays out. I'm excited. History for everything else is repeating itself nicely. Anyone else having inflated averages on Coinbase? What do you mean inflated averages? Like morning day team, I'm getting wrecked by FOMO. Yeah, try not to FOMO, guys. FOMO is definitely, it's hard to resist, man. It's really, really hard to resist. I've already said that I think the 225 play is still intact here. You can see it's come down. There's a fair value gap right here that I actually touched today at 32. We talked about this yesterday on the channel. Came back up and actually filled this fair value gap up here again. And so, I mean, there is still room here at the 32 marker, and the next one still down here at the 25. And so I think these are actually in play, depending on how much actually gets liquidated in the market. Anywhere from 225 to 220 could still be in play. Definitely think those are on the table there. Looking back at HBAR here, you can see that there's not a lot of play down here. This actually tapped in at the 25 marker right here, which there's a little bit of a fair value gap right here. The next big one right here is at 22 cents for HBAR. XLM, we go to XLM. XLM's looking a little bit kind of crazy here too. This marker we put down here a while back at 35, which is a pretty big drop, but that's kind of where the marker has been. But I mean, they have a pretty good amount of fair value gaps to fill here. The next one's probably around the 37 marker. So just things to watch for. I mean, like you can see the 12-hour chart on the RSI is working its way down. The day chart is working its way down, and the weekly chart is working its way down. So again, it's okay if this actually comes down and taps this 20 and bounces back up. We kind of want that. I kind of want that, to be honest with you. That just means that there's going to be more places for us to take some, to get a better price on our bag for this next rally. So I did 401k draining was the best thing I ever did. Yeah, I would agree. Me too, dude. Me too. American Airlines got in trouble for handling the 401k of their employees. Oh, really? That's kind of wild. Crypto Fed reserves could be executive order. It very well could be, yeah. Yeah, so there would have to, you're right. So there would have to be, I mean, they'd have to put it through Congress, they'd have to put it through them and pass it as law. But I mean, I think a lot of people are pro both sides of the aisle. You got to think, remember when Ripple went out there and, they actually invested more in the Democratic Party than they did in the Republican Party. There's actually more Democrat people that are pro crypto than Republicans, shockingly. Remember when XRP went out there and they were on CBS, right, for 60 minutes, and they did with their donations. You could see that they were actually more pro Democrat. So I think getting it through Congress is actually probably not going to be that hard. Yeah, I work in the Middle East, and a lot of Emirates families don't have pay capital gains. That's awesome. That's awesome, Adam. What's up, Adam? Double D Austin, what do you think about the Wednesday with the consumer and produce index being released in the morning? Yeah, Wednesday's going to be interesting. I mean, Wednesday's going to be good. I'm not really too concerned. I mean, I think that we already have some mix. Here's what we're talking. We have the housing starts right here. This is what I'm concerned about here, is that their previous was 1.28. The housing starts are the biggest one. The building stuff. This is what's going to see if we actually have can get us into stagnation here with the building, right? With our interest rates still being high, people are not out there building. They're not wanting to go take out loans still. So this is what concerns me on the 17th here, which if we go back and look, we got roughly, on Friday. So Friday could be a rough day depending on how this actually works. You can see right here on the 15th, which we have core inflation rate. This is going to be huge on the 15th right now. If we actually see that inflation's still going up, that could cause a little rift in the market right now. So again, we have some big days coming up here on the 15th. This week's going to be a very, very interesting week. And this is typically why we're in the red, because coming into a new year, usually in December, we tend not to hit the numbers. You can see right here, our previous was 0.3, our forecast is 0.2. If we don't come anywhere near that, it's going to be really, really different. And then you can see right here tomorrow we have the PPI right here, which is what you're talking about, the producer index right here. So yeah, this week's going to be a rough week, guys. I don't know what the numbers are going to tell us, but we'll definitely know by tonight usually kind of where the markets are going. So just be prepared. I can't stress patience enough with you guys. Just be very, very patient, please. There's no reason to FOMO, guys. There's no reason, especially if you've accumulated a bag. I get that you want to try to buy the bottom. I get that you maybe have some money on the sidelines and you want this pump, but just be patient. I can't say that enough to you guys. So patience is probably the biggest thing you got to tell yourself. As much as things look juicy and nice and you're like, oh, I can't wait to buy them, realize that patience will win every time. Look at that. XRP is already going down to 42, down to 43 right now. Just practice patience. And again, once you do it a couple of times, you'll realize how much easier it is to practice the patience. You won't, you won't get you all amped up and jump in. So, did you send a friend request on Discord? T Leonard, no, I would not send a friend request. Sorry if that's a scammer. So sorry about that. If you're watching, take some time to like the post. This is great information. Oh, we supply medical. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I hope you have a great day as well. I definitely just blocked the AuzSOME. Yeah, block the people over on Discord. That's not me. Would you sell for profits and buy back in or just hold? So I think I'm in a different, a lot of us are in different positions. If you're new to crypto and you're trying to accumulate, I think the best thing to do is just it's just like Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor bought today. If you guys don't remember, Michael Saylor, let's see, Michael Saylor, he bought today. He bought where he would buy. He doesn't care. He just accumulates. Look at this, dude. Thinking about the next green dot. And then it came out, they have acquired another 2,530 more Bitcoin for, he just keeps buying. He doesn't care. So he's accumulating Bitcoin. He doesn't care where he buys it. He doesn't care if he buys the top. He doesn't care any of that kind of stuff. He just buys it, accumulates it, and waits for the next rally. And that's kind of the strategy that a lot of people have taken on in this space. If I'm accumulating, even during the accumulation phase, I was buying, I'd buy at 30 cents. I'd buy at 41 cents. It would go back down to 35 cents. If I had money, I'd buy some more at 35 cents. It'd go up to 50 cents. I'd buy at 50 cents. So during the accumulation phases of this, I was just buying all over the place, right? My average price on that during accumulations, I think it's like 35 cents or something like that through all the purchasing. But he doesn't care. That's where, when you're trying to accumulate a bag, all you're trying to do is just work into a bag. That's it. And so, yeah, you could sell for profits and buy back in if you want. You could sell your profit. You sell you say you made $2,000 in profits. You sell that 2,000 and you keep the rest in there. You just take that 2,000 off the top and you roll it into the next one. You could do that for sure. A lot of people do that. So whatever strategy works for you. Look at Bonk. You want to look at Bonk World Decor? Really, Bonk? You want me to look at Bonk? So right here, crypto experts say XRP could hit $4 in the next couple of days. So $4 is definitely when Trump takes office. This is well within play. I think with the catalyst of Trump getting in, it says right here, the broader cryptocurrency market has been under pressure due to microeconomics. It says under certain and uncertainties, it says Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, slipped 3.37%. It said the sentiment has weighed heavily on the global cryptocurrency market. And obviously, we had some liquidations, but it says over the week, an XRP surged to 258, likely expected surrounding the SEC's appeal decision, which is in 2 days. It says market participation remains hopeful under the new SEC leader by Paul Atkins, who's going to take over the SEC, could emerge and actually, completely throw out the Ripple case, which would be nuts. That would be great. And so it says that this actually could, with all this, it could actually bring us up to this $4 range. On top of that, Trump getting in office. So I think that there's just a lot of things that are out there, but they're actually noting that $2.70 is within a couple days or weeks based off of their retracement settings. So, to each your own on this, but I think $4 is, I think an all-time high is definitely incoming for XRP. I don't think that's not going to be like uncommon. YOLO James Bonds, what's going on, man? Probably gonna set 230 buy order. Okay, all right, bro. Austin, you called it perfectly. I went aggressive at 235 and I was able to get in and get a buy. Yeah, so whoever bought in at that 235 marker, we're talking about it on stream yesterday. If we got into this 235, it went down to 232. But if you got into this 235 right here, this thing shot back up and went up. I mean, literally, this is such a good swing trade right here. If you guys were able to get in on this, I mean, he got in at 235 right here, and this thing went all the way up to, dude, like 6%, like within what, 6 hours, 12 hours, not even that, 8 hours maybe. So I mean, you're able to take a 6% return on that. That's a really good return, man, on a swing trade. So yeah, kudos to you, Wild Dog. Appreciate that. I just got a friend invited from Austin's Discord. I just got a friend invite. Oh yeah, knock that guy down. So wouldn't it be logical to buy shares and transfer them to cold storage when the price drops, send them back to the exchange and get your? Yeah, you could do it that way, Logan, if you want. I mean, I think it's important that you keep things off of exchanges for sure. But to each our own. Some people feel comfortable leaving on there. It's not what I would do, but you got to find what's best for you. HBAR still looking good for a nice run. Yeah, I mean, yeah, HBAR is prime, dude. Their chart is looking. Look at that, dude. That is like that's perfect sideways trading right there. This is actually just past. I mean, we drew this little this Fibonacci right here on this retracement coming back up here yesterday. I mean, this fell right into look at that, dude. This is right in the golden pocket. If we actually pulled this thing back to where we were before, we could actually even pull it up from let's actually, I guess that's probably the best place to put it. Yeah, this thing is actually fallen into a buy. This is a pretty good buy zone into this area, right? Into this 25, 26 area, which again puts you down here to 22. So yeah, I mean, in all reality, this is hit this area really nicely. It's come down and hit this golden pocket nicely. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. This is a really good chart. Do you think January 15th deadline for SEC will pump XRP? It's gonna be interesting. I don't know what to expect with XRP on the 15th. I don't feel it's gonna do anything for it because there's no new evidence, right? There's no new evidence. They're not making a decision. They're just presenting an argument. Each side gets 15 minutes to present an argument. They're not releasing anything. I think probably the most positive thing here is that the judges agreed that that Ripple could keep some of the things concealed due to proprietary issues. So that right there is probably the most bullish thing out of it, but it'll be interesting to see what happens on Wednesday. It could just be a pump for it out of excitement, but Trent, thanks so much for the $2, dude. Has income tax season as ever boosted the price? Not really. No, I don't think so. The only thing that really boosted the price is when we all got extra checks from the government. That's when the price went nuts. Thoughts on Quant? I mean, Quant's good, Dangerous Dave. I just think it's Quant's a little bit of a slow mover. Sold a quarter of my bag at 251 and put a buy in at 224. All right, yeah, 224. Again, we don't really know what's going to happen here, but I mean, I think that we've talked a lot about where this is going, and we still have 7 days, and a lot can happen in 7 days. A lot can happen in 7 days. I mean, we go to the day chart here. You could just see on the day chart what's happened in 7 days. I mean, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, we went up, right? So I mean, you could do the same thing here. It could start coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I mean, like a lot of things can happen in 7 days, and it's pretty wild when you start to look at the map on like what could happen. So I definitely think these fair value gaps down here could be filled. I mean, will it get past 190? That's going to be. It had to have a lot of sell pressure for it to get down there. It had to have like a lot of liquidation, and I don't know. I think we're too far away, but I don't know. I saw that look into Coinbase rounds up your averages in accordance with the fees. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're over on Coinbase Advanced doing spot trading, usually you get the price of what you buy it for. What's up, Michaela? Diablo, what's going on, man? I learned something new with the fib last night. Only thing I need to learn where exactly to pull from, how far back um, is the last low or last high. Yeah, I think that's still, I mean, you still have to make those judgments, but like based off this right here, this is technically a take profit zone. So right now, XRP is technically based off where we pulled this yesterday. XRP is in a take profit zone, right? So you want this to have a pullback down back into this area, anywhere from 25 to 20 to be able to create another high. So you sort of want that, right? 230 to 225, maybe even lower. I know people don't want to hear that, but I mean, that's kind of what you want. It already started to test this right here at 233. So, I mean, we're already starting to get back down here. So now the next thing we'll see with where this actually day ends. You know, that's kind of where it's at right now. Let's see here. What does patience mean? What's an aggressive buy for? Probably like an aggressive buy is probably like 205. 215, 210, somewhere in that ballpark would be like super aggressive. Down here in this area, again, we haven't filled this fair value gap. So you're talking about probably like a 215 to a 220 is aggressive. And then another one right here is from 207 to 204. And you could see this. We watched this on the depth chart yesterday. These areas they have a lot of buy orders in this area. We're talking, $3 million just in Coinbase on these levels. So, people aren't, they're anticipating it's going to get there. Whether it gets there, I don't know. It might never hit there, but people are putting their buy orders there in anticipation that it does hit. So if it does hit, they got a really, really good price, and it's probably going to bounce off this $2. This $2 has like, what is it, almost like $3.5 million sitting there at the depth chart, just on Coinbase, not across Binance or anything like that. So those could get that could get really, really interesting here at the $2 marker. But I mean, that would be a complete liquidation of where we've been. We're up here. That would be almost a 21% decrease, which, I mean, again, if you go off history here, that's not that far, right? If we go from the high down to the low right here, I mean, $2 is a 30% decline. That's not unheard of going into this week. We'd have to have a really big sell-off like in the next coming days, a massive liquidation in the market for that to happen. So we know that Q1 of 2016, going into January 2016, we had roughly a 30% sell-off, and going into 2021, 2 weeks into January, we had almost a 30% sell-off. So we know that that's a possibility. And again, as long as you're tracking the possibilities, you can never say never. Patience bought me the dip this morning. It's hard. Yeah, hopefully you sold, dude. Trent, let's see here. Remember, this and the people with the most money want to slow things down. They do. That's true. That is true. I'll give you that. I'm so far behind on the chat, guys. So sorry, dude. Try to catch up because it's really hard when we're talking, 2 to 10 minutes behind. So if I miss some of your guys' chat, I'm sorry. What number was the golden pocket on the Fibonacci settings? Oh, it's the 618 and the 65. So you have to create those. They don't give that. It's not the 65 is not one of the original Fibonacci numbers. 618 is. So you have to go create the 65, and it's right here in this pocket. And you can see, I mean, even on XRP, this came down to hit in this pocket right here, right back on Wednesday, the 8th of January. And obviously we had some nice little bounce back. So at least from this where we pulled from this time frame right here. So again, this thing went up. We saw it. We hit the top up here. It came down. You know what I mean? So you would have technically been like right here where this hit the top, and then this thing would have came down, and then you're in the buy zone. You buy it up, and technically, I mean, you could if you wanted to, you could move this now. You could say, okay, well, that's now a low. I want to move it up here. You could do something like this, but I mean, and say, well, that's the low in this run. But I mean, you're getting too close now. I don't like getting that close. I like to pull mine back, actually further back than even this right here. This is still too close of a range for me when trying to determine where things are going. So, but we left it here from our playing around yesterday on stream. What's up, Trav? What's going on, buddy? Don't trip by the dip. Austin, some love for Jasmine. Yeah, you guys really like that Jasmine, don't you? Where is Jasmine? Is Jasmine's down 6% right now? God, into the 2 cent range. Wow. Shorts will eventually eat your money, my friends. Yeah. What's up, Bob Fox? Yeah, and you got to think people are probably shorting the market, knowing what they, again, what history has shown us. So you got to take those in consideration too when looking at charts. And people are probably shorting the markets. Uh, so yeah, we'll see how that works out. How much XRP this month and this year? What do you mean? How much Bitcoin do you have, bro? Well, Bitcoin's my largest holding. I've accumulated a pretty good amount of Bitcoin through the years. Uh, I think Bitcoin's just. I mean, if you're in crypto, I just really think that Bitcoin should be held. Just because, I mean, it's. Not some people don't believe that, but I just believe it's something that should be held. Just followed the. Just got the following message from. Did it actually? That's crazy. Hope all is well. What's up, Vegas? Do you think that we could hit $3 HBAR? A $3 HBAR could be tough, but I mean, putting it at right now, it's sitting at 30. What is it sitting at right now? 26 cents. 26 cents. I mean, that's a 10x from right now. I mean, a 10x would put it about $100 billion market cap. I mean, that would probably put it in the top 10 cryptos. I do think HBAR is pretty good, and so yeah, I think maybe down the road. I don't know exactly when, but I mean, yeah, I think a $3 could come down the road for sure. I don't think there's any reason why it couldn't. Should I panic sell my ETH? No. I messed up not selling at 259 during the weekend and buy back at 233. Yeah, it happens, man. That's why I didn't invest this weekend, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to. I like to have control a little bit when it comes to that, and I knew I was going to be gone. So, oh, these are volume levels, dude. This is the volume that's coming in and out. So yeah, that's kind of what those are. Greetings, how are you doing? I'm running a routine check on all my members, and I'd love if you. Yeah, there's no routine check. I just talk to me in the Discord. I actually know how to use the fib now. Oh, cool, Tony. Yeah, the fib's a good tool. Like I said, some people don't like it, some people do. I think it's been really beneficial with my trading. I think I win more times than not watching it. So, but to each our own. Thoughts on Chainlink? I mean, Chainlink's I've been monitoring Chainlink since we talked about this yesterday. Chainlink's kind of looking a little rough right now. They came down, they had a high, they created a new low, created a new high to a new low to a new high. So they're in a full descent right now. This is extreme. This is like a bear. This is bearish right here. But we could break out of this bearish where this is at right now. This is like, I mean, we can see that they even had a death cross on the 4-hour right here. You can see the 50 cross over the 200. You even have the 100 crossing over the 200, which is not good. You go to the 12-hour. The 12-hour is looking a little rough here too, as the 50 is about to cross the 100. So yeah, they have a lot of things going. And when you look back and you peel and you see where right here, this is back in June, when the 50 starts to cross over the 200 and the 100, we're going to be in a full descent here. So the goal here is to bounce off of it, right? It would be nice if we came through. This was a little bit downward and we bounced back. You can see right here, we came down and tried to bounce back and came back down again. So, I mean, really, when we're looking at this, we don't want those things to cross, because it would probably be worse. And I don't think that they are going to cross, but definitely have some gaps to fill here. Definitely have some down here too. So if this drops down, if we do have a liquidation, I mean, we could probably get down here into the 15, 16 for Chainlink. I know people probably don't want to hear that, but that's kind of where this is trending to. If we have some liquidation in the market in the next couple of days, bigger liquidation than we already have, you can see with the 4 hours, still it's working its way back up on the 4-hour, but it seems to, even if it gets back up here, we seem to drop off pretty hard. So yeah, it's going to be Chainlink. But I mean, when you want to look at the positive sides of Chainlink here, let's just say that it stays where it's at. I mean, if you bought in right now and it goes back up to this cycle's high, that's a 67% increase if it gets back up to $30. I mean, you're buying a top tier crypto. We know that Chainlink's a good crypto. We know that there's a lot of good fundamentals with Chainlink. We know that they partner with XRP and things like that. We know that there's positive things with Chainlink. So I mean, like, this is one of those where I looked at it with this is like a really good thing to track right now. because of the potential where it could go. And if this does go down to 15, I mean, that's going to even make it better. I mean, we're talking roughly almost a 90% return when it gets back up here, which would be insane, right? So that's what we want. So definitely track Chainlink if you are just here for a day trade or a swing trade. Maybe you're not looking to accumulate or anything like that. You're just looking to make a nice little move on it. Chainlink is definitely one of those that you should monitor and for a potential nice little gain here when we rally back out of here. Like I said, Chainlink is definitely up there. We're talking a top, I think Chainlink, top 20 crypto. It has fallen down, right? This was top 10, and it's definitely been a little bit liquidated. It's lost like almost $6 billion over the last roughly 2 weeks now. So that's kind of crazy. And Chainlink's definitely one to watch, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Just off the chart alone, it's extremely juicy. Just off the chart alone, and that's not even its all-time high, too. So, I think there's still some really good things with it, but. Okay, Fan told me, I was scrolling fast. Fan said to tell Adam he needs to connect Discord to his YouTube account. Tell him to go into settings. So this is for Adam. It says to go into settings. It's pending. So go into your settings and connect that way. Thanks for offering invest all my money for me, Austin. Can't wait for you to spend. Yeah, you're funny. Look. So right here, you can see back in the last bull run, this thing hit $52. So I mean, even if you were to invest right now and it goes back up to $52, you're talking roughly almost a 200% gain on a top tier crypto. If it goes down to roughly, say, it gets back to this $15 marker on this, now we're talking, almost a 250% return on a top 20 crypto that we know has a lot of good fundamentals to it. So, again, something to watch. I'm not invested in it, but I'm definitely watching it, and I probably could throw some money towards it if this thing keeps dipping down. Almost like what we saw with XLM the other day when this thing was literally coming down really hot. Almost the same chart. We actually matched this up the other day. Let me get this off here. We matched this up the other day with Chainlink, and it was coming down, and this thing bounced up really hot. So we made really, really good money off that trade right there. Then XLM is actually showing some resilience here now. After this little bounce back, we could see that they've actually had some really good. It's starting to trade a little bit sideways here. We put this marker in here at the 40 cent mark. That's kind of where a lot of it is. If it does drop, it's down to the 35. I put a 35. I put a buy order here at 35. I could drop that down further, but that's kind of where it's at right now. Austin, how do we read the fair market? Just anything here in the green. This right here is a fair value on the downturn. So it's going to try to fill this area. The red one right here is the upward gap in the market. So where it goes back up and fills, which it did right here. You can see right there, it filled that. This thing is starting to dip back down into here to fill this. Hasn't quite filled this though. I mean, you can see it's kind of filled the top of it, but I mean, there's still a pretty good gap here in the market. And then down here, we filled it a little bit through here, but this is in play here at the 30 cent marker, just because again, it hasn't been filled. But that's kind of how you look at those. Let's see here. Have you ever sent a personal message? I have not. Can you have both when? Oh, what are we saying here? HBAR should be a good play today. HBAR, yeah. If you're looking to swing trade, I mean, be careful on the swing trades. This could be highly volatile. Just again, watch the charts, see where they're at. It's going to probably working its way. It's probably going to be working its way up right here on the 4 hour. We probably could have some settlement up in here at the 241. The 12 hour, like I said, is kind of it's kind of a little mixed here on the 12 hour. It's starting to work its way down, so it could continue down here on the 4 hour. So. Hey, Roger, what's going on, man? Appreciate the donation to the channel, the $5 donation. It says dev chart looking good. Appreciate your donation to the channel. I'm convinced that that is a big bounce back. Happens when I fold my bags. How do you identify the gaps? Just go over here. It's under a fair value gap. It's called Lux Algo. You can use that as an indicator, and it actually tells you where those gaps are. But really, the whole goal with the gaps here is to find where there's been big sells. So you have 3 green candles right here. And usually when we have 3 green candles like that, that means that we left a gap in the market. because we had a major uptick in that certain time frame. And so when you see that, that's kind of what that's telling us. And so this is actually a really big gap that was left in the market during this surge here that we had January 1st. So, those are things you got to consider when it comes to like XLM. XRP is a little bit different here. Again, we had a nice little surge here. Even just this weekend, we went in here, we hit the middle of this fair value gap right here, which again was a $25 zone. And we bounced out of this and came back up here and hit the 58. So again, we're filling this fair value gap, again, and there's a lot down here if you want to look at it. I mean, we have a lot of fair value gaps that are down in this area, and again, these gaps could be filled. Doesn't necessarily mean these gaps have to be filled immediately. It could be filled on the bear market. These are going to get filled as we come down, very well can happen that way. So do you think you ought to be banning and kicking these scammers out of Discord? Yeah, we do it all the time, dude. Yeah, if you guys tell us, I mean, we try to get them all the time. So people will hit me up in the DM, and usually Twiz and Fan have been trying to get them out. So, but they just create a new account and come back and do the same thing. So it's just you're fighting. It kind of sucks. You're battling it all the time. I think Royal Decor wanted me to look at Bonk. Yeah, the hard thing with Bonk though is that Bonk there's no fundamentals behind it, right? It's just pure emotional trading, right? That's what sucks with meme coins here, is that there's a lot of emotional trading. So you can see that if there's liquidation in the market, I mean, this could come down here and fill, anywhere at the 4.2, even down here at the 4.22 or the 4.2 exactly. So you can see there's a lot of support down here at this 4.2 value. So I mean, it could probably come down here and hit this 2.2 level. But yeah, there's been a lot of liquidation in Bonk. You can see that. I mean, almost down 60%. Geez, that's crazy. Which means if you were to buy right now, and if it were to bounce back up, you'd be roughly up 150%. So that's kind of what the meme coins are, right? Lifestyle Tube, thanks so much for the £2, dude. When's Gen Lar going? When's I don't know. Oh, when's Gensler going? I had to put that together. When's Gensler going? 19th of February or 19th of January, dude. 19th. So we have roughly 6 days till he bounces out of here. Do you think HBAR could dip further? Charts are telling us that yeah, I think it could probably go down. The 12 hours looking like it's coming back down. The day chart's definitely hovering around this area, consolidating on the day chart. The weekly chart is also coming down right now. So again, usually when the weekly chart comes down, it comes down fully. So that's the one thing I want to see here is that when we go back and we look at the history of HBAR and we pull this back, let's go. You can see, well, actually, let's do the day chart. You can see that, well, no, let's go week. You can see that usually we tried to come back down. We'll come back down and usually hit some level before bouncing back. You can see we bounced back up here, came all the way down, bounced up, and then came down and then bounced up again. So, I mean, I think right here we could come down on this weekly. So, and then have a nice little working our way back up again, which would be really nice. So a reset down here for the week would be nice if we actually came down in this area to bounce back up. So we'll see. We might do something like this here too, where it bounces around like this, but usually to get full candles like this, you can see where we fully go from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom, to the top. Like that's kind of the rhythm that we want to get to these levels. So we don't want to do any of this kind of stuff that we see right here because it's just, up and down, very volatile. So we want these full extensions. So right here, obviously, we want this full extension. We want this to come down. So maybe we reach something like this week where we come down and then we have a full extension up. That would be the most ideal, but, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. So, but I do think that there could be some more bleeding. There could be some more bleeding with the markets. Trump pump day, yeah. I mean, an omelet with 3 green peppers. All right. What do you think of Altcoin? I don't know. Attack the Mountain. I don't know anything about it, dude. Richard Gibson, thanks so much for the $2, dude. Python and Link are on the same path. Both will run. Yeah, obviously they're same cheaper version of Link, right? Yeah, that's kind of a BitBoy pushes that thing. So yeah. XRP right now is sitting around 245, which is again kind of a price point that we've been playing around with for the day trading, is that 245 zone. It's been showing a lot of resilience here at 245. I'll give them that, dude. This 245 is a 245 to 230, somewhere in this ballpark. It's a pretty good showing some pretty good lines. Yeah, it's up top. Yeah, it's linked. I actually have it pinned to the top for my Discord. What greater adoption do you think the pullback during the bear market will be? Close to, it usually is close to the same. Usually it's the same height. So yeah, the invite link is public. What are your thoughts on Sui? Oh yeah, Sui. I was going to tell someone I was going to do Sui for him. Again, I think this is, obviously this is a newer project. Hasn't been. This will be its first bull market. So I think they have a lot of things to do here. But I mean, the chart's looking. I mean, it's comes down, builds up, comes down, builds up. So I mean, again, this did create another high for a low to another high to a low. So that could be, leading up to this week. We can see right here on the day chart, we're coming to the bottom, which is kind of good. You want this to come down to the bottom. 12 hours working its way. It's maybe going to stay down here at the bottom. The 4 hours, going to probably work its way back up. It could bounce around like something like we saw right here, which again would cause this thing right here. So we could have more of that coming over like this right here. So, and again, they went into the first and second week in the red as well. So repeating the history of what it looks like on the weekly chart here. So, I mean, Sui's going to be, I mean, I think that they're a pretty strong crypto. So I think they have a good fundamentals behind it. Yeah, sorry, I am juggling. Yeah, you're right, Big Watch. I am juggling roughly. How many people are in here right now? 1,020 people watching right now, plus another 155 on X. So yeah, you have good moderators. We do. I am so blessed with the moderators that we have over here, and I appreciate them a ton. When Trump became president, markets went wild. Imagine. I know. Yeah, Jeff, I'm with you. It's going to go crazy. Jason, thanks so much for the $2, dude. XTN is going to join the X family soon. You think so, Jason? You think is it going to join X? You're talking like X in terms of like Twitter X? I heard most of the population doesn't own even 1,000 XRP. Yeah, they just barely own. I mean, you're right. 1,000 XRP is I think to be in the top percent if you hold like I think it's like if you hold 2,000 XRP in the top 10% of XRP holders. If you hold more than 2,000 XRP, so what is that? $4,000, roughly $5,000. So if you hold $5,000 in XRP, you're in the top 10% of holders for XRP. That's pretty crazy. I think it's something like that. Why invest in XLM when XRP is the other option? I think that same thing with Venmo and PayPal and all those other things. I mean, they have their own little things that they do, and I think XLM is a lot more geared towards peer-to-peer as well. Where again, XRP is really focused on institutionalized investments, institutional money. XLM's focused on some of the institutionalized, but I think they're a lot focused more on person to person as well. And so is HBAR is really hyper focused on person to person. So yeah, I think that they're all trying to sort of be in that market, but I think that there's enough market share out there for everyone. I mean, look at PayPal, look at Square, look at Venmo. There's a lot of these, applications out there that are in the same market that are just doing just as well as everyone else. So I think there's a lot of room for that. Plus, you got to have competition. You got to have that open competition. You can't just have one person that monopolizes the space. So, and again, they'll be that. So. Moderator is cool, except that Big Watch dude, he's sketchy. No, I know you're joking. Murph, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. And like I said, welcome. You are now officially part of the A team. And thank you so much, man. We're sending X to the moon. Heck yeah, dude. Does that mean we are special? Absolutely, Real Patriot. Super special. When the government going to sell their 6.5? I hope that they don't, dude. I really hope that they don't actually liquidate. I really hope that they don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I really hope that they don't do that at all. It would be so sad if they actually did that. Just my personal opinion. So, yeah, just my personal opinion. So we'll see how it goes though. Just a sec. Hold on one second here. What do you think of the hourly chart for Bitcoin? Are we gonna make a move? We can go look at that real quick. 92. I mean, it's doing okay for the hourly. Even the 12 hour is looking okay right now. The 12 hour just started here at 4, so that's looking pretty good. The 1 hour is obviously in the green right now. You can see there's some fair value gaps that could be filled up here at the 93 level for the 1 hour. The 4 hour is looking, it's looking a little bit down on the 4 hour right here. So yeah, I'll be interested to see. But I mean, definitely coming up, it's filling this gap right now. Will extend beyond that? I don't know. It could come up here and fill, this 93 if there were to then be a fall. But I mean, yeah, the 1 hour is working its way up right now. The 4 hours sitting here looking like it's at the bottom. So I don't know how much we'll work this up. It could do something, where we come up and come down, something along these lines. Um, Even the 12 hours at the bottom and the day chart's working its way down towards the bottom too. So yeah, this will be interesting day. The week chart's going to be crazy too. But I history is showing us right now that Bitcoin is on the same trajectory as it was the last cycles, and will probably end this week, which will be Sunday, in the red. Monday being the first day of Trump's inauguration. So I think this is going to be a very volatile week. Plus, we have a lot of things coming out here. Like I said, we have a lot of things getting released this week. So just be prepared for it to be a very volatile week. That's all. Protect yourself, protect your investments. I would not, I mean, personally for me, I would not margin trade today, my own self, because again, just mitigating risk. I probably wouldn't margin trade at all. Just because I don't want, again, I that's just the risk assessment of me. So thinking about dropping 10K into XRP, I'm optimistic but nervous is also, yeah, I get that, dude. What's up, Austin? What weekly XRP compared to top? Oh yeah, dude, it's been super resilient, dude. XRP has held its own. Look at the weekly chart right here. Usually this is red, right? XRP is the only one out of all the top cryptos that are not red on that first week of January. You go look at like HBAR, first week is red. Bitcoin, first week is red. Ethereum, really bad. First week is red. And this is actually coming down to fill this fair value gap right now. So this actually ETH can come down to like 28, maybe even lower. But you look at all these top cryptos. I mean, XLM, first 2 weeks are in the red. Even though this had a really strong run, hasn't come down a whole lot. It's looking pretty good here at the 40 cent marker. But yeah, everything XRP definitely held its own. I gotta hand it to XRP. Been very, very resilient. The big corporations can create their own crypto using technology. That's what HBAR is. Well, I said you don't want to one organization managing crypto. You want several different organizations. Yeah, you don't want one. You don't want monopolization of that. We already have that with exchanges, and you see how corrupt some of these exchanges have been over the years. It's you don't want that. Yeah, I'm not saying that the liquidation can't happen, but I mean, if you're trying to create a Bitcoin reserve, why would you sell? Why would you sell Bitcoin and liquidate it if you're trying to build a reserve if you already have it on hand? I mean, I guess you can manipulate the market. You could do that, but I think that would be crazy. But they already said that they would probably be selling off some of it, but they'd make the announcement. What's up, Boston? What's your opinion on Hedera? Oh, dude, I like Hedera a lot, dude. I like Hedera a lot. I do. I do. All right, we got Jamin's here. I have 24K XRP. Any suggestions? 244. So if you're sitting at 244, I mean, when did you buy? When did you buy, Jamin? I want to know when you bought? Did you buy just recently, or did you buy back when? Hey, Austin, what stocks are you in? Oh, right here. These are my ones that I'm in right now. MasterStrategy, Coin, Riot, Mara, Intel, Tesla, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Nvidia, and I'm not in this one anymore. Alibaba. I don't mess with that one anymore. So those are the ones I'm in. I should probably add Starbucks too, but I don't have Starbucks. I don't. I should add it, dude. I'm dumb for not adding Starbucks. And the reason why is because I didn't allocate any money over to my Fidelity account. I haven't pulled any money. It's gone into crypto, so I haven't allocated any money over there. So I just like always forget to do it because my money all is sitting, with crypto. So that's kind of what it is. Tyler, thanks so much for the $5, dude. Should I wait for XRP to come down a bit before January 20th or buy more while I can? Are you accumulating? Are you swing trading? What are you trying to do? That's all I ask is, are you trying to accumulate and create a bag? I would just focus on trying to create a bag. If you're trying to swing trade, then yeah, I'd probably wait for it to come down and try to find an entry point. What's up, A2? What's up, Chameleon? I missed the start, but had to walk out in the sun for a bit. Glad to be here. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Where is it sunny? Where are you at, man? Sunny. Where are you at? It's freezing cold here. It was like 33 degrees this morning. I was dying. Told my friend to hold XRP from the last bull run and he sold. Oh man. That's tough, dude. Just a sec, hold on. Let's see here. I told my friend XRP last bull run, getting in at $2. Oof. The scammer details from the inbox on. Yeah, careful with that guy, dude. Yeah, we're gonna get him. Rivian just partner with Volkswagen. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Don't buy Starbucks, Austin. You gotta keep that joke going. I know that's so bad, dude. So bad. Is Coinbase a good place to invest in XRP? That's kind of, yeah. I like Coinbase, dude. I don't like to keep my money there, but I do like Coinbase. It's my number one place. They should sponsor the channel. Everyone, just go make sure you tag Coinbase and make sure they sponsor the channel. I'm just kidding. My crypto bag is going to be my daughter's treat. Heck yeah. My average price on XRP is 88 cents. That's good, dude. That's good. Good job. 5 minutes after joining Discord, I got a friend. Dude, that's so crazy. Are you going to do the crypto ball? Are you going to the crypto ball? No, I don't think so. Yeah, they all go down. Did you had a chance to check out the IO over the weekend? I did not, Chris. Let's see. Just a sec, sorry, I'm trying to get this. There we go. Do you ever have problems transferring money out of Coinbase? I don't actually, dude. I've never really had that many issues. Best cold wallet. Right now, the best one I have is Ledger. Ledger is what I use here. Looks like this. XRP tattoo? No way. We go in Big Trouble in Little China mode. Pretty much, yeah. That's such a good movie, by the way. My average until November was 18 cents. Now it's 60 cents. FOMO at 290 at this point. I get it, dude. I get it, Andreas. I get it. I get it. Coinbase is always shut down at the heights. They do have some issues. I'll be honest, they do. I don't think it's that bad, Crypto King. I think Coinbase is pretty legit for an exchange. They're probably one of the most legit ones out there. Especially, I mean, you gotta think here in Washington, I'm limited, dude. I mean, yeah, trust me, if I could use like Binance, something like that. Binance.us was great, dude. They rob people with fees. They're a little higher in fees. If you get into a certain tier, I think like right now my tier for it is pretty small. What did I say it was? Yeah, fees. Let's see what my fees are. I can tell you what my fees are once it opens up. But yeah, but it's only here in Washington. It's one of the only places we can actually purchase crypto.com and Coinbase. I can't even use Kraken. I can't use Binance. I can't use KuCoin anymore. MEXC, none of those, dude. It sucks. Yeah, I mean, if you're in Canada, you can't. I can't use Kraken in Washington. Did you say you do accept a dip around 240 or lower for XRP? I'm still thinking that I'm still hoping that the 225 dip is. I'm still anticipating that, but if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it's okay. But I'm trying to go for the 225 dip again or below. Tandem's good. Yeah, people think Tandem's good. I've never messed with it. Guilty of still using Robinhood here. That's all good, dude. What is if you use a VPN? No, dude. These places got smarter now. They require you to use your physical location to sign in. They like require you to connect to your physical location. They gotten smarter. Yeah, Washington does suck with crypto. It absolutely sucks. Mm. Do you move your coins immediately to the ledger, or do you? If I'm swing trading, no, I keep them on there. So that's the risk you take for the swing trades, right? I'm gonna keep it on there and play. So I do have money on the exchanges, but my long term bags are not sitting on exchanges. So I don't know enough about Flyboy. I don't know enough about it. What's up, Christopher Hack? I don't know about Velo. Dude, you're gonna have that digital orgy if he's here. He likes Songbird. I don't know enough about Songbird, but yeah, Flare's legit. I don't really use VPN, but worry if XRP hits 599, how easy it'd be to cash out. True. What are your worries about the exchanges? Well, I mean that you don't own the crypto. If it's on if it's on there, Bradley, you don't own that. It's just like putting your money in a bank. You don't own that. So you got. Let's go to the 4 hour here. Which ledger do you have? Nano, the Ledger Nano right here. I'll make my screen bigger for you guys. That's what it is. Ledger Nano. And he wasn't able to use Coinbase either. He wouldn't have the AuzSOME. It's true. Yeah, hot wallets are good. MetaMask is good. MetaMask good. SafePal's good. Yeah, those are good. Setting up my trading view. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Get that trading view in. There's a difference in price. Yeah. There's an X and an S. Yep. I'm in the dentist. I'm almost done. You'll be on the radio in a few minutes. That's awesome. What's up, Bar Caffeine? Buy directly from Ledger. Yeah, definitely buy directly from Ledger, guys. Does that mean that SG and Flare would be bad holders overall? No, I don't think so. Are you gonna go live on Discord, live on YouTube? Austin, are you dude, I didn't record it. I don't know how to I have to figure that out, Seiko, how I'm gonna do that. But hey guys, I'm probably gonna be on here for 5 more minutes. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream today. I do got some things I gotta get done, but I'm gonna put out some content today. I got some content lined up I'm gonna be putting out for everyone. And like I said, I'll always be over in Discord talking with everyone. So if you haven't joined the Discord, definitely jump over there for me. Man, I was buying XRP 2 years ago. I tried at 38 cents. That's pretty good, dude. Or high rider. Are you swing trading until inauguration day or just watching the sidelines? I did enter one yesterday and got out. But yeah, mostly just being I'm kind of a little cautious trader this week, dude. We have a lot of things coming up. Do you think it will pump or XRP going down? I think we have some chances to take some more profits. I think we're going to come down just slightly, but to each our own. If we don't, we don't. It's okay. We did have history time. We did have history time. Have a good day. You too, Rebecca. Thanks for being here. Peace, brother. Yeah. So I'll just hop off right now. I'm gonna definitely hop off. I'll be over on Discord. I appreciate everyone coming on here and watching today. Thank you guys very, very much for all this. And with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I know it's cut short, dude. I got to jump off. I got to get on this call. So I appreciate everyone being here. Again, I'll see you guys in Discord. We'll be on today. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.